Watch as the bedroom door on the right there slowly creaks open to reveal a ghoulish figure standing there watching people sleep. It's like something out of a horror movie. Bellevue police say there were 6 people in the house at the time, including kids.
It is a big concern for us, and that's why this is so out of the ordinary, and it's actually really scary.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm David Rose. That serial home burglary suspect is in jail, accused of breaking into multiple houses in the middle of the night. But even though King County prosecutors have charged him with 14 felonies, including 4 residential burglaries in that same neighborhood, he has not been charged with that haunting home break-in that is the stuff of nightmares. After word spread in Bellevue's Lakemont neighborhood about this serial home burglar breaking into houses in the middle of the night, this homeowner's wife couldn't sleep.
I woke up and I realized she wasn't there, so I went downstairs and I see her glued to her screen looking at camera footage.
Laurent says everyone was freaked out after his cameras caught the first burglary at his neighbor's house.
It's clear that you hear him jump from the neighbor's deck and you can see him run to his car 1 minute after the alarm rang.
Then he says his wife spotted the suspect return.
She's like, Laurent, he's here, he's here, he's here. We saw him go around the cul-de-sac, slowly park, and then come out and look at houses that were behind us.
She called 911 with a description of the gray GMC Yukon, and officers responded quickly.
He initially left his vehicle and then went running into a neighborhood.
Bellevue police say the burglar eluded them that night after he abandoned his vehicle and fled on foot. They impounded the SUV, and court documents say surveillance images helped them identify the driver as Kevin Sampson. The next day, Sampson showed up to pick up his SUV with a story, claiming a friend had borrowed it, even showing officers Instagram messages he said he got from the friend that read, "Yo, bro, Marquis said your car got towed," to which he replied, "Where?" and got the reply, "In Bellevue," said he parked and walked away from it. Detectives say it was all a lie and that Sampson started a fake Instagram account and was actually messaging himself. Officers arrested him and then started piecing together a troubling pattern of escalation, finding 2 charges for indecent exposure. The first incident on November 28th, when police say he summoned a 16-year-old girl to the Jeep he was driving and exposed himself. The most recent occurred on January 30th, when officers arrested Sampson at the Factoria Mall in the same blue-colored Jeep Grand Cherokee, after officers say he got the attention of a woman and exposed himself. Then in June, a suspect in that same exact blue Jeep tried to kidnap a woman in Kent, physically picking her up and putting her in the vehicle. Her friend intervened and helped her escape. Police were not able to identify Sampson as the suspect. Then in August, this terrifying home burglary caught on video at 2 a.m.
You see the suspect literally enter into a main bedroom and then look into the bed, see that these folks are sleeping, and then walk out. That's scary stuff.
After the door closes, the video shows the homeowner get up and follow the suspect. Fortunately, nobody was hurt, but a handgun was stolen. In all, Detective Jeff Christensen detailed evidence in the court documents to tie Sampson to 4 home burglaries, locating good images of him pawning a stolen Louis Vuitton purse, using stolen credit cards, and video of him cashing stolen checks for thousands of dollars.
Under 2410648873, is your true and correct name Kevin Michael Sampson?
Yes.
At his arraignment, prosecutors laid out multiple felony charges.
Counts 1, 2, and 3, identity theft in the first degree, residential burglary, attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle, identity theft in the second degree, trafficking and stolen property in the first degree.
Sampson is facing 14 felony counts in all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor. Come on, Kevin.
The only case the prosecutor would not pursue charges on was this one, even though Sampson's cell phone pinged 50 feet from the house. When I look at the cases and the preponderance of evidence, and I see that you've charged him with multiple burglaries in that neighborhood in the middle of the night, why won't you charge him with the creepiest of the cases where he's allegedly on camera in the bedroom of the people's house?
We don't have clear evidence that shows him in that bedroom. If we did, it would be a very different story.
Casey McNerthney with the King County Prosecutor's Office says the video of the suspect is not clear enough to identify Sampson.
It's not at all a reluctance of prosecutors. It's the legal standard and the evidence we have so far. Even if we tried to get this before a jury, which we couldn't do ethically, but if we tried to do that, it wouldn't be approved by the court because we don't have the evidence to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt.
How many surveillance cameras do you have around your house?
We have 8.
Laurent says neighbors are talking more since the burglaries, and he's planning to install cameras closer to the street. He says everyone's happy that Samson is in jail, but they've all learned an important lesson. Cameras that get clear video can make all the difference.
The silver lining is that all the neighbors now are upgrading their camera systems and are talking to each other on how we have better coverage of the street with our cameras.
In many cases, police say he got in through unlocked doors and windows. Samson was booked into jail on September 19th. He remains behind bars on $160,000 bail.